Hello and welcome to 250 City Road. My name is Ala and I'm one of the sales consultants here. We're here today with Capricorn Financial Consultancy, who will be providing us with a market update. I will now pass you on to Jordan.
Thank you very much, Ala. My name is Jordan Smith, one of the mortgage advisors and international lending specialists here at Capricorn Financial. We're here with the 250 City Road sales team to talk about the mortgage market and to clear up any of the concerns that buyers have around the ability to get mortgages. So firstly, who are Capricorn? Capricorn are a truly international mortgage specialist. We have offices in London, Singapore and Hong Kong, and across our 45 advisors, we cover 23 different languages, including Mandarin, Cantonese, Arabic and most European languages. In terms of our credentials, last year alone, we lent out £1.8 billion of gross mortgage lending, which equated to about 4,500 property transactions. So where is the market right now? Last year, the total lending in the UK was £240 billion, which exceeded targets. This year, the target across all of the banks is £270 billion, a very strong indicator for the UK housing and UK mortgage market. Now, last year, in response to the pandemic, a lot of banks put in place a number of restrictions in order to really manage their risk. So things like restricting self-employed, anybody who was on variable commission structures, they found it very, very difficult to get finance. But a lot of these restrictions have disappeared entirely. And what's also great is that the interest rates that are available in the market have reverted back to rock bottom prices. Couple in the addition of 95% lending, more risky product classes like interest only making a return, it really does show that the banks are very keen to lend and that the market is looking very, very buoyant. What's also great is we're starting to see a lot more innovative products being added into the market. So things like guarantor mortgages, which disappeared entirely, which represent an amazing way for parents to buy a property in children's names to benefit from tax structures and also to get the best interest rates available. So Capricorn, in order to provide the best service to all of Berkeley buyers, we have three areas of our business. The first being international. So through our international huge panel, we're able to access over 50 lenders and provide lending options to cater to almost all nationalities, UK, overseas, expats, even people who are looking to buy through offshore limited companies. We have our overseas office presence in Hong Kong and Singapore, and as I mentioned earlier, we've got the language skills should anybody need to speak to somebody in their native tongue. Through our commercial proposition, for anybody who is more of a seasoned property investor. So if you're buying property through limited companies, if you have a large portfolio of properties, if you have offshore finance, development loans, all of these aspects can be covered through our commercial team. So if anybody who's looking for more of a weird and wonderful approach to finance, our commercial team should be able to take care of it. And finally, with our private clients team. So for anybody who's considered high net worth or is looking for lending over £1.5 million, what you tend to find is this lending just doesn't fit with the high street. Through our private clients team, we can access banks like Coutts and our Arbuthnot Latham in order to put together some really clever bespoke lending structures. These can be accessed by clients from all over the world, and typically we can get up to 90% lending on residential mortgages and 80% on buy-to-let. Foreign income, non-domiciled, trust, SPVs, all of these things are fine and something that our private clients team have a lot of experience in arranging finance. So what kind of terms should you be expecting? As I mentioned earlier, we can get up to 90% lending on residential mortgages. And on the buy-to-let space, we can comfortably get up to 75% lending. In some cases, we can even get up to 80% on a buy-to-let mortgage if that's required. Interest only is still standard, so you can always make sure that when you're purchasing a buy-to-let property, you've got that buffer to ensure that you're never having to dip into your personal cash reserves. And even now, for a client who's based overseas, the cheapest interest rate that we were able to find is currently at 2.2%, which is fixed for 5 years. Banks will usually charge arrangement fees, which can roughly be calculated at around 1% of the loan amount. And there's also costs around valuation and legal fees, so they need to be something that you're aware of. If you want to understand how the process works, it's very simple. First off, we would look to arrange a meeting so that we can really understand your personal circumstances, what it is you're looking to do, and really get to the bottom of what's going to be the best finance structure for you. Off the back of that, we'll research across our entire panel of lenders and we'll come back to you with a tailored recommendation tailored to your circumstances. Assuming you're then happy with that, Capricorn will manage the process from start to finish. So not just arranging the finance, but we'll also link in with your solicitor, with the sales agents, with the surveyors to make sure that everybody is fully clued up on the process and that we have a swift and smooth move towards completion. In terms of our fees, we try and keep everything extremely competitive, and what's great is that any fees we do charge are only payable at the end of the process on completion. So even if you would just like to speak to a Capricorn advisor to understand your options, there's no commitment there. And we charge, if you're based in the UK, a fee of £250. If you work with our international team, they charge a flat fee of £1495, which is only be payable at the end of the process. And with our Capricorn private clients team, just due to the nature of the deal, the fees that are charged are slightly more bespoke, but everything would be disclosed up front, so you've got the choice as to whether you go ahead and to make sure that it's the right thing for you. Obviously, everybody's circumstances are different, and if you'd like to speak about your situation in more detail, all of my contact details will be at the end of this video. Please do get in touch, and I would love to help you. But thank you very much for now, and I hope to speak to you soon.
Thank you very much, Jordan. That was very insightful. We look forward to seeing you all again at 250 City Road.